tonight, my friends. This is how it was scripted. This is how we were hoping it would be. Shohei Ohtani once again gets the Halos back in the win column. Couldn't come at a better time as they win the series. They win the season series with the White Sox, Langer, before they go to Houston. Hopefully, we get momentum on this road trip coming up.
Yeah, the biggest and most important thing, they get to kick the month of June right behind them and head to the month of July. It's been a dreadful month of June, but they finish it on a positive note. And every time you send your ace to the mound, you feel really good about it. Shohei, once again, did not disappoint. 11 strikeout performance, back-to-back performances now. His last start, 13, a career high. Comes back 11 strikeouts in this game. Back-to-back starts with 108 pitches, too, for Shohei. Yeah. I like that going. He didn't get as deep in the game as he would have liked, but with that being said, he did exactly what you needed, and that's throwing those zeros on the scoreboard.
GA, we saw him stewing at the end of the game. He still wasn't happy. I don't think he was pulled from that game at 108 pitches. Have you seen kind of that old-school mentality in a long time in a pitcher?
No, not at all. Everybody wants to be liked all the time. But, yes, he was very salty at the end of the game. You could see it.
Yeah.
But I know he was happy that they won.
And, G, as we take a look at his strikeouts here tonight, as Langer mentioned, 11 punch-outs on the evening against the White Sox team that doesn't strike out that often. You said the pregame show, you know what? It's hard because he changes his sequences so much. Why was he keeping these guys off balance?
I think it was just respect that he has for the other team, and he knows that they can hit. So, he had to start the game with off-speed pitches, establish a fastball here and there, and he did keep him off balance. There was a lot of funny swings tonight, and he did a great job of just getting ahead, even with off-speed pitches as well.
Yeah, well, to me, when you throw a pitch at 101 miles an hour and you can follow it up with a nasty split and that great slider that he has, it's just a weapon. The arsenal that he possesses is, to me, is as elite as it gets in the American League and maybe in baseball. He just can attack with so many different weapons. We're seeing all these strikeouts. The slider was working tonight. The split was working. And you're right. This is a team that does not strike out. They have struck out the second fewest in the American League. The Chicago White Sox, they don't walk much, but they don't strike out much. And for Shohei to have 11 strikeouts against this team, that shows you how dominant he was in this game.
Yeah, 23 swings and misses here tonight. Shohei Ohtani certainly was dominating. And it's amazing when you watch him, though, as he progresses. You mentioned 100 miles an hour, 101. He had a curveball that was 72 miles an hour. Gee, how in the world do you deal with that? And we're talking about arm slot and everything. Yeah. It looks exactly the same when it's coming out of his hand.
He does present the same arm slot with every pitch that he has. And like you said, the 72 mile an hour, I would have took it because you hadn't seen it. I mean, that's what it boils down to. If you can't recognize the pitch, you can't swing at it.
You know, I was shocked with that 72 mile an hour curveball, by the way, is when he used it in normal counts that he would use his split or his slider. Usually he uses that curveball to get ahead and steal a strike, but he was using it in counts to put guys away, and that's something you usually don't see from Shohei.
And tonight he had stressful innings. 5 2/3. He threw 108 pitches. That means he was throwing a lot of pitches early. 25 pitches in the first inning, but he would strike out the side. Let's go to the fourth inning, because that's when things got a little dicey for Shohei Ohtani. GA, we were watching this together. A couple singles to get things started. Good play by Tyler Wade. Nice release, by the way. Almost got the runner there. But then a little 5-6 hole here. So that being said, Shohei's so good, though, with runners in scoring position.
Yes, he just, they chipped away at him a little bit right there. But just the arsenal that he has, he can still make hitters make it tough on him to drive in runs at that point. And he really buckled down, and he attacked the zone. That was a great block right there.
Wow.
The game could have went any direction right there, so you credit Stassi there.
And obviously, Shohei, that's how he finishes the inning. Nobody better with guys in scoring position. Shohei has that extra little dial that he goes to, and you can see it. That's where the 97s, the 99s, the 101s, they all appear when there's a guy in scoring position. Shohei does not like to give up runs at all. You talked about 21 2/3 scoreless innings now for Shohei. So when a guy gets at second base or they get to third base, Shohei goes, all right, I got a little something extra for you. Obviously, when you show 101 and 99s in that sequence, and then you have that filthy split that he throws. It's tough to cover all the pitches that he has in those type of situations.
And Langer, as a former pitcher, when you're catcher, you're able, bases loaded in that situation, you're able to throw something in the dirt, knowing he's going to block it. GA says Stassi has dinner coming his way, right?
He should.
Well, no doubt about it. That gives you the confidence because you know in that situation you are trying to bury this pitch. You want to swing out there. You don't want it in the strike zone, so you need that catcher to go down and put
huge.
everything on the line right there. And that gives you the confidence that you can go back to that spot if you need to because the guy behind the home plate can go down and get it. So it gives the pitcher all kinds of confidence, and certainly it kept a run off the board right there.
Garrett Anderson, you know what? Let's take a look at this one here. This is Shohei Ohtani making history again. You put his name with these guys. Big John Lackey's on this.
Yeah, John got in there for sure.
This is impressive, though, GA.
Yes, it is. It's hard to imagine, you know, when you start comparing to Nolan Ryan, you start getting in those categories. That lets you know that his body of work is very good.
0 earned runs, Langer, 30-plus strikeouts in a 3-game span.
Well, what more do you want out of the guy? It's like what a homestand he's had, and the way to finish off this homestand was just incredible. You wanted Shohei to finish this homestand off from the standpoint you needed to win this game. The Angels needed to win this series, have something positive carrying into the weekend series against the Astros. So nothing better than having Shohei Ohtani on the mound to deliver, and we saw it again tonight, a very dominant performance against one of the better offensive teams. In fact, they have the best road average in in baseball, and the White Sox, boy, they could put some runs on the board quickly, and that shows you, again, once again, how good Shohei was in this game, keeping them off the board.
Oh, by the way, the pitcher tonight was 3 for 3 last night with 2 extra base hits and a home run. Absolutely phenomenal. But by the way,